With your help, we were able to keep those pirates from getting the key to the ruins. Thank you.
You're welcome, your Mayor
Amelia says she'll give us a digger's license as thanks for helping her. Now we'll be able to look for parts to fix the flutter.
Oh, that's nice.
I know it's not much, but it's the least I can do for you.
Nah, you don't have to bother giving me, like, a reward, like Zenny or parts. No, you can give me a piece of plastic that says I can dig in the dirt.
Your Honor, we got a new problem.
Oh,
Those
great.
pirates have started digging up the northern forest.
Do you ever bring any good news?
What? They weren't able to get the key, so they must be going after the treasure directly.
I'm amazed they'd go to that much trouble. Even if they are criminals, you've got to admire their persistence.
Who knows what will happen if they get their hands on the treasure? Inspector, I want you to arrest them immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll do that. Of course that's not going to work. Are you kidding me? Did you just see how your police force just totally got butt-fucked on national television, basically?
Wait a minute, Mega Man.
Oh, no.
I'm going with you.
Please, no. Damn it.
Look, Mega Man. I fixed the car the junk shop owner gave us.
Wow, I hardly
I
recognize
may not
it.
have been able to get it fixed in time to help you before.
Oh, that's me?
We ain't gonna lose this time.
Hey! Are you paying?
But next
audio
time,
glitch.
you can count on me.
Hey, look, there are some cops left in the city.
There goes the inspector and his men off to get the pirates. I wonder if he'll be all right.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
If
No
they're
need to
using
worry.
weapons like they did before, the inspector might have some trouble.
Might?
Not to mention,
that the pirates are likely to steal everything if they get there first.
well, I think I better go help them.
Be careful, Mega Man. I'll wait for you in the car. If you find some parts that you think might be useful, bring them back to me. I'll get them fixed up and attach them for you.
Right. See you later.
Alright, well, we've got our next mission for this. For the most part, we can just continue on past up here. Be careful in traffic, by the way. They will run you down without a moment's thought. Well, let's just go ahead and continue on.
Hey, here comes somebody else. He doesn't look like a police officer.
Nope, you wish I was,
it's
though.
that blue guy again. We'll show him, just like we showed that officer. We ain't gonna lose this time.
Oh, I'm so afraid. These things are slow as, and there is literally no danger if you just walk around them and shoot. So there's a couple of them out here on the field. I take them all out just for the extra money, and because I don't have to worry about it later. Okay, we got two attacks. They can fire from their main cannon, which is kind of like that cannonball that was being dropped on the flying mechs in the last mission. And then they have the machine gun, which can only fire forward. There's not a whole lot to do in this area. You can go in some of these buildings, which in here will have the inspector and his men cowering like they should be. But then these turrets here cause more destruction than anything else. If I can actually... I think I can hit them from here. Oh well. We'll get them later. Ow. Thought I missed it. Those turrets can be a lot more deadly than their tank brethren. As you can tell, there's quite a few of them around here, but we can't really do a whole lot considering we can't get up to them. They're just a little too high up there. So we'll come back to them later. And we'll be doing quite a bit more in this area later on for a side mission and some things like that. There you go. Two more tanks to go. They think they can double team me. Really slow and useless. Another thing is you can actually shoot the serve bots and destroy them, I guess. They kind of just pull a Tron and just smoke them. Kind of like that. It doesn't really do anything. They don't drop any money. And I kind of see it as being a little cruel. I mean, they're kind of pathetic to begin with. Alright, next side. Ah, more tanks. As if this hasn't failed in the past. Wow, you were really worthless. You guys have numbers. You're red shirts. And alright. There's a couple more tanks. We'll go ahead and take them out. There's Data over there in the corner. There you go. Give me my money. One more tank, and we're good to go. They're really not red. Just kind of slow you down. Now this is missable by some players, but pick up the flower. You'll need it later. That is another entrance to the main ruin for Cadillac's Island. The Cadillac's ruin, I believe, is the actual name for it. But we'll be doing a lot of exploring in there, but later on. Right now, let's go ahead and talk to our friend Data. Get some stuff done. Oh no! They're digging to China, aren't they? Alright, so let's go ahead and recharge our energy. And we'll go ahead and save. Yep. Alright, let's see here. Let's make a new save spot just in case something goes wrong. Which I'm hoping it won't. You never know. Okay, everything looks good there. Cool. Alright then. Alright, let's go ahead and recharge our energy and go on to the final area of this portion and have the big showdown with Teisel Bond himself. Now, there's going to be tanks in this area, but as I showed earlier, they're not that difficult. The only thing that serves to their advantage is that they're in more of a confined area, and you can't necessarily run circles around it as you would earlier. Sometimes you won't even get them to register that you're hitting them until you literally destroy them, like so. And you're done. Alright, now, just fairly warned, there is a certain degree that you can walk into this and get thrown into a cutscene. So if you want to go back and repair or refill one of your weapons, just be warned that there is a point where it'll just start this cutscene.
I dig and I'm still nowhere near the bottom.
Honestly, Teisel, there are better ways to get to China than digging straight there.
Maybe we will need that key after all.
Master Teisel, we will keep him.
Like a red-headed stepchild.
The boy is heading this way.
He's coming. All right, everyone,
And
quit
hell is
digging.
coming with
Our
me.
priority now is to get rid of our little blue friend, all right? Be careful and don't be fooled by his size. He's already beaten Bond and Tron. Let's do it.
Alright, now we get to the next mission on this game, which is to fight Teisel Bond in this gigantic construction machine known as the Marlwolf. We basically have to destroy him. He's got a life meter like any other standard boss. The kicker is that most of the entire body is bulletproof, or just is invincible. You cannot attack anything and damage his health meter. There are there's one exception to the health meter, but two exceptions to destruction. The one exception to the health meter is that the hatch on the top of him is his only weak spot, and that's what you got to hit, either with your special weapon or your buster, and only when it's open. Now, the other exception to destruction is that he's really fast, but you can slow him down by destroying his tank treads that he has on the back end of it, and that's where the splash mine is going to come in handy. As a matter of fact, the splash mine will see its last use here with this mission, because otherwise, once we get past this fight here, I never really have cause to use it again. So it's going to tell me again, shoot the treads to slow the robot down. We know this. Now, this fight gives me a lot of trouble. It always has, just because I'm bad at dodging one of his homing attacks, where he just kind of does a almost a Dragon Ball Z kind of blast that homes in on you. Now, there are also tanks out throughout this level, and we'll have to destroy at least one of them to get to a point where we can jump on the back of him. But wish me luck.
Mission
He'll
start!
probably start off by charging his weapon. That always hits me. I can never dodge it. I'm just going to destroy the treads here. There we go. Treads are gone. I got hit.
What does he think he's doing?
Now we're going to jump up here. Hopefully avoid that attack. Oh, thank God. Now that attack will be negated if it hits the ground. So. Oh God, I didn't even see it. I heard it. See, this tank's not even paying attention. He's just kind of hanging out there. And he's gone. Now you can also target the bat bomb just to get rid of him. So that's up to you. Alright, get up there without incident.
What do you think you're doing?
And just annihilate him. But only when it's open. Be careful, he will attempt to knock you off. Like that. But he's usually never successful with fully knocking you off. Just fairly warned.
I thought I told you!
And he's out of
What are you
there.
standing around for? Put out the fire! Put it out!
The automated fire extinguishers aren't working.
What?
Did you buy an Acme product there, Teisel? Prepare for audio glitch. And 3.
You will?
There it goes.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What? Is it conceivable? How could a little punk like that ever defeat me?
It's easy. I'm Mega Man. And that is the end of Teisel Bond's Marvel.
It cost to build that in the first place. I'm gonna get him. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'm gonna get him.
Master Teisel, are you alright? Master Teisel?
Kind of feel sorry for him because he keeps losing so much money on these machines. The Bond family is definitely one of my favorite pairs of Mega Man villains, just because they're so comical throughout the entire game, and then even into the sequel they are. Oh, spoiler alert, they're in the sequel.
You're mine, Blue Boy. I'll get you.
Time to go home.
What just happened? Alright, so this area will now be clear of any enemies. There's nothing really to explore in here at this point. We'll be coming back to this area much later in the game. For now, feel free to just escape as usual, up there. And take your sweet time. Now, any enemies
Mega Man, can
didn't
you hear
get
me?
should be clear, except for the
The man
turrets, I
says there's
believe.
something real important she has to talk with you about.
Let
Can
me
you
guess.
come back here?
She wants me to fill in the giant hole? Yeah.
Roger. I'll head back to City Hall.
Now, if you don't choose yes, you can walk around and explore for a bit, but just to advance the plot a little bit further, we'll go ahead and hit yes and start the next series of cutscenes.
If only we'd known there was someone like him here in the first place. We won't fail next time. We'll ambush him, concentrate our firepower on him. We won't cut him any slack just because we outnumber him. That kid's going down.
Just wait till you see, Teisel. I've got a new robot I've been wanting to build that'll do the trick. That'll teach him.
This time, we get rid of Blue Boy for sure. And get that treasure.
You know, a set of villain family is really good when they have their own rec room for just this type of thing, and it's so chill.
Mega Man, good going! You showed the